Hi guys, welcome to the next section, Day 3, What's New in C#. In this section we will look at tuples. We will also see local functions and default expression. Now we move on to the first video of this section that deals with tuples. In this video we're going to take a look at tuples, system.value tuple struct, and important points to remember in tuple. Tuples are there at whatever point a particular case needs to return multiple values from a method. For instance, let's say we have to find odd and even numbers from a given number series. Our method should return or provide us the result with a number and saying whether this is an odd or even number. For a method that will return these multiple values, we could use custom data types, dynamic return types, or out parameters, which sometimes will create confusion for a developer. Tuples in C# 7.0 require the new getPackageSystem.value type. This is nothing but a struct by design. This contains a few static and public methods to work underneath. Compare_to is a public method that compares to the value tuple instance. The method returns 0 if the comparison is successful, else it returns 1. Let's look at the code. First, we will add a class and name it as odd_even. Now, add the code from the code bundle. Here, we have two methods that show the power of the compare_to method. We now move to the main method and add some lines of code from the code bundle. Using these two lines of code, we have initialized both the method. Let's run the code. It will ask you to enter the number. Let's enter number 6. It will say that number 6 is even. Here are the important points that we should remember while working with tuples. To work with tuples, we need the new getPackageSystem.value tuple. Value tuple is a struct instead of a class by design. Value tuples are mutable. Value tuples are flexible data containers and can be either unnamed or named. When we do not provide any name for a field, these are unnamed tuples and accessible using the default fields item 1, item 2, and so on. In named tuples, we explicitly provide some descriptive name to fields. Let's look at the code. We're using the odd_even class here. Now we move on to the main class. Here we add the code from the code bundle. Using these two lines of code, we will take the inputs from the user. Using this line of code, we define the tuple which is unnamed. Here we are assigning named tuple to unnamed tuple. After that, we take the third input from the user. Next, we define noNamed_to variable. Again, we assign noNamed_to tuple to named tuple. Let's run the code. As you can see, it will ask us to enter the first number. Enter any number of your choice. After that, it will ask for the second number. Enter the number and press Enter key. It will define that the first number 5 is odd and the second number 6 is even. Now we will enter the third number. As you can see, when we assign one tuple to another, only values get assigned and not field names. In this video, we have looked at tuples.